Hello dear friends, welcome to our channel YouTube Info. Here you can find independent news, comments about current world affairs and geopolitical situation around the world. Panjsher has become the center of anti-Taliban activities. Anti-Taliban forces and commanders joining Panjsher resistance against Taliban. Panjsher has never been in the control of Taliban previously. I'm your host Murtaza. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Let's find out what challenge Panjsher can pose to the Taliban. Panjsher is one of the 34 provinces of Afghanistan. It's in the lap of Hindu Kush mountain range. Its southern border is just 73 km north of Kabul. It's a narrow valley surrounded by the high peak Hindu Kush mountains. Panjsher has difficult terrain to launch an all-out military assault. That's why it's out of the reach of Taliban so far. Panjsher is also famous for legendary military commander and Afghan national hero Ahmad Massoud. Ahmad Massoud successfully defended his native province from Taliban during 1996 to 2001 resistance, and also against multiple times strong and heavily equipped Soviet military in 1980s. Panjsher in Persian means 5 lions. The valley is inhabited by the majority of ethnic Tajik people. Tajik are the people of extraordinary valor and bravery. Ahmad Massoud created Shura-e-Nazar military alliance of Mujahideen of northern provinces against Soviet offensives in 1984. Legendary Massoud forces defeated Red Army in 9 mass offensives against Panjsher Valley. Red Army never entered Panjsher. When Taliban came in power in 1996, they also launched a number of attacks on Panjsher, but all the time they had to retreat. Unlike previous resistance, this time Panjsher is surrounded by Taliban forces, and this time Panjsher has no access to the Tajikistan border. Geopolitical situation and environment in the region is not in the favor of Panjsher resistance this time. So far only India and Tajikistan is in support of Panjsher. The only thing that is in the favor of Panjsher is that they are surrounded by huge mountains and they have mountaintop positions, and that will only be the matter of time. Taliban gave 24 hours ultimatum to Panjsher to surrender or be ready for a military operation. Panjsher didn't oblige. Taliban forces advanced and surrounded the valley and tried to enter the valley by force. Panjsher resisted and forced a retreat. Meanwhile, Panjsher leaders Ahmad Massoud, son of legendary Ahmad Massoud, and former Vice President Amrullah Saleh were invited for talks by Taliban. Talks were underway. Russia was mediating talks between the warring parties. Russian ambassador to Kabul, Dmitry Zhirnov, claimed Taliban can capture the valley in mere hours, but Taliban want to avoid bloodshed. Talks were unproductive as US troops left Afghanistan on the afternoon of 30th August. Taliban launched offensives on Panjsher on 31st of August, clashes occurring on different entrances of the valley. Panjsher is not like the rest of the provinces of Afghanistan, and the situation in the country and region is not like what it was in 1980s and 90s. Taliban are not the same as they were before. Taliban are heavily equipped and they have weapons and ammunition worth of billions of dollars abandoned by US military. Panjsher is the land of brave people and an unfavorable land for military operations. Panjsher is surrounded by Taliban, so they have no access to the border with neighboring countries. So they try to breach the military blockade and get access to the Tajikistan to make sure they are militarily reinforced. Resistance forces also claim to have food supplies enough for 5 or 6 months.